know what's going on with my thing here. Well, okay, it looks like it's working fine now. I don't know what that was about. All right, we're doing this. We're finally getting to Homestuck, the actual intended purpose of this stream. Oh! They're literally fake arms. He already had his own arms. I thought like in this world you can like detach body parts. Maybe you can. I don't know. You captcha log them in your Sylladex. You have no idea what that actually means, though. You're right. I don't have any idea what that means. Captcha log smoke pellets. So I'm guessing captcha log is like some sort of video game inventory, like Infinite Bag or something. Oh, yeah, it is. Very next panel. You aren't totally sure if equip is a verb copacetic with the abstract behavioral medium in which you dwell, but you give it a try anyways. I have a feeling that this is going to very much test my vocabulary in ways I was not prepared for it to. This poster was one of your wisest purchases. Oh, it's like an actual piece of merch. That's funny. So I'm already like, the one thing I know about Homestuck is that Toby Fox did some of the music for it. And I am already seeing in some ways in which Undertale gets some of its humor from Homestuck, or like was influenced by it in some way. Oh, Homestuck's all over his work. I'm starting to get that. Oh yeah, because I think I do remember seeing like someone was showing like oh, this post is relic, for like it was like a post from when whenever Undertale first came. When did Undertale come out? Like 2013? Where it was like, oh, there's this yeah, exactly. Hey everyone, the Homestuck music guy made a game. And it's funny that now it's kind of the opposite, where I'm like, oh hey, the Undertale guy did some music for this comic. Where Undertale's sort of overtaken Homestuck in common pop culture presence. They should give Homestuck to the Pope. He would never finish it. The Pope would never finish it. He's a busy guy, the Pope. Homestuck is so long. That's all the Pope would be doing. He would just be spending all his time doing Homestuck instead of all his popely duties. Oh yeah, there we go. Did he get slapped by the arms? I think he got slapped by the arms. Squawk like an imbecile and shit on your desk? What? This is the dumbest idea you've had in weeks? Stupid, stupid, stupid. And yet, the polished surface of your desk, it beckons. Are we basically John's intrusive thoughts? But yeah, when it started showing like the captcha log stuff, I started thinking, like, was I lied to? Is this just a video game disguised as a comic? Is this a video game that I'm about to be bad at live on the internet? Could he then combine everything together into one card, and then eventually everything gets pushed out together in one big pile? Homestuck will teach you data structures or kill trying. Yes. On the reader's guide thing where it had the links here, I don't remember where it is. I didn't read this whole thing. I just kind of like skimmed it. But somewhere on here it says that it was like a niche thing for computer nerds. And that is really showing. Is this a reference to a real movie that I haven't seen? Is this a real movie poster from something? Examine Deep Impact poster. Because they look like real posters. Yep, okay. I recognize none of these movies. I'm not a big movie person. They were also already old movies when the comic started. He did say he liked really bad movies. The author originally made every single page in Flash. They soon realized this was a bad idea. Yeah. Flash is great sparingly. Yes, exactly. Okay, that's fine. But I just have one question and then a word of caution. Have you ever seen a movie called Little Monsters, starring Howie Mandel and Fred Savage. But the seal on the bottle is unbroken. Are you suggesting someone put piss in my apple juice at the factory? Oh my god. Why did the fat kid or whoever drink it know what piss tasted like? I mean, his reaction was not instantaneous. I feel like piss, even if you've never tasted it before, it's something that you're gonna instantly know what it is. Instantly. Yeah, piss has that instantly recognizable quality to it. Oh my god, is this a real movie too? Is this a real movie? Yep. Oh my god. All of it. But who cares about this? Let's stop talking about it. Yes, please, let's stop talking about the piss in the apple juice. This man is a genius. He's something. You pick up a clump of nutrients and there's not even a real floor, it's just dirt? Can you not dig under the wall? Oh, well, I suppose he was high up. What pumpkin? Yeah, what pumpkin? There's no pumpkin. You're not even really sure if you're wearing shoes. This feels like it is quickly turning into a horror story. Nothing around this man is what it seems. Hold on, I can see what song is this? What song are we singing? It's a song by Cuban composer Ernesto Lecuona. I'm just hearing guitar. Are there no lyrics to this? It is a really good song though. But does that mean that this guy is just like it's just not singing lyrics, just singing a bunch of yeah. He's giving some great background music. You were a little bummed out that you missed grabbing the key by inches. In an attempt to drown your sorrows, you gush forth with melody, an enchanting rendition of Melaguena. And hollow out pumpkin, wear as helmet in case ceiling collapses. You're quite certain there has never been and never will be a pumpkin in this room. Keep singing until guy drills through floor. La-la-la. You sing so hard, you topple backwards over the pumpkin as you over the pumpkin. Oh, so the pumpkin's back now, I guess. This is like Schrodinger's pumpkin. It exists as long as you don't directly acknowledge it. The man has opted to take a leak through the hole. You are getting really sick of pee. Me too! Me too! Oh, we're past pee now. Okay, that will be the permanent allocation for your specumus. I guess I should have mentioned that. Permanent? Dude! I hope you like cameras, dude. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. I can't imagine it going to be all that relevant. Ugh, TG. Dude, you've screwed us over. You've screwed us over. I don't know how yet, but I know that you have. Yes, the cards would be so convenient if anyone even a little bit smarter about it than John had it. Which I guess seems to be everyone in this world, or maybe it's just anyone with any kind of programming language has access to this, because it did say that he was an amateur programmer. So it's either everyone in this world has a Sylladex, or every programmer has access to a real-life Sylladex. In which case, why would everyone not dabble in programming just a little bit just to get access to it? Which I guess would explain why he started being an amateur programmer and why he's so bad at it, because that's the only reason he got into it, if that's the case. That's my theory so far. I said, in this world, anyone who knows any kind of programming gets access to a Sylladex that they can use. And that's why he's into programming, and also why he's so bad, because he doesn't have any real interest in it. That's my theory. I didn't actually play this game. Don't review games you don't play. Don't review games you don't play. Oh no, I get so actually irrationally angry because this actually happens. People reviewing things they don't actually play or watch, and they're like, oh, this thing is popular, but based on the few things I've heard about it, I don't think I'd like it, so I'm gonna trash it. You gotta actually watch it, or read it, or play it, or whatever kind of media it is. You gotta do it, and then you can hate on it if you want. But don't hate on it if you don't actually know anything about it. This gets me so actually angry. In universe, whatever game reviewer wrote this, is officially my least favorite character. Is probably never gonna show up again. This is the person. This is the character I hate the most. I only know like 3 characters: John, his buddy on the chat, and this guy. The only characters I've introduced, and I already dislike him. Capture log game, bro. Why? It's useless. It might come in handy if you ever need something that burns easily. True, it's good kindling. Okay, I like your thought process, John. I'm sorry I called you dumb before. I'm sorry I said you were kind of stupid. Is this gonna be merch? Oh, it's just it's just literally the Google search for Beaglepuss. That's the actual name for those kinds of fake disguise, but I thought that was a name that it made up. I did not know that was the actual name. Oh my god. I'm already learning a lot of stuff. Homestuck is the best educational webcomic ever. I'm already learning so much. I'm learning what Beaglepuss is. Yeah, and I'm learning stuff about data stacks. It's genuinely educational. I mean, okay, going off the title of Homestuck, like, something's gotta happen with the home. Like, my initial thought when the plot gets kicking up to high gear is that basically the game beta that he's excited about, that he's gonna get stuck in the game somehow, Sword Art Online style, or the game is somehow gonna like take over the house. The house is gonna become the game world and he's gonna be stuck there, thus Homestuck. And the goal is going to be to restore the home to its normal state. That is my guess, based off of the name, of what little I know right now about there's this beta game that obviously has something important because it keeps popping up in like the dialogue and stuff. Like, that's the big important thing that I think we're leading up, that's going to be the inciting incident, is the game beta of Spurbs. Sometimes at night you pray for burglars. No, but to be honest, like, if you were a burglar and you broke into a random house just looking to like get whatever you can, whatever, some money, some TV or whatever the hell, and you came in and there were pictures of brightly colored freaky clown posters everywhere, and there were also a bunch of mannequins and knickknacks and stuff that were also creepy clowns, I would get out of there. I would immediately turn around. He's saying he's hoping for burglars. Maybe they've already gotten burglars and they just turned around and left because they were so freaked out by all the clowns, or harlequins, whatever. Toss Game Bro into fire. Yes! Burn! Burn it! Burn as quickly as you'd hoped. That's disappointing. Each Game Bro magazine is guaranteed to be printed on 40% recycled asbestos. For big ups to Mother Earth, yo. Oh my god. Why would you do this? Oh my god. So in this world, there's not yet been any sort of regulation of asbestos, apparently. In this world, is asbestos known to cause cancer? Do they just not know? Do they know and not care? The world building implications, so far, I'm not even that far in. The world building implications that I've come across so far are insane. Kids don't get names until they're 13 years old. A huge part of the population, at the very least, I think it may just be programmers, it might be everybody, has access to a game inventory that's based off of programming stacks that works physically in real life. Magazines can be printed on paper made of 40% asbestos. How are kids referred to or distinguished from if they don't have names until they're 13 years old? Do kids get mixed up at the hospital because they have no way to refer to them because they don't have names to label each other with? Do they get like just barcodes or random strings of numbers? Do they randomly generate a password to identify your baby? Do you get a randomly generated mix of letters and numbers that you were referred to in like documents and stuff until you're 13? I can't get over the kids have no names until they're 13 thing. It's got rotacious world building. Yes. This is a world built on video game mechanics computer programming data stacks and comedic bits. And I want to know what the wider world looks like outside of this little house. You should make a list of every piece of insane world building. You know what? I might do that. Hold on. I'm an idiot. Why did I get paper? I have a computer right here. I could have just opened a Word document. I have OBS up. I have Twitch up. I have Homestuck up. I have everything up on the computer, and I forgot that the computer can type words. Oh! Oh no! No! Larger than life-size Harlequin doll? I was gonna say life-size, but that thing is like at least twice as big as him. That thing is 2 13-year-olds tall. Is he doing that thing where you get someone a gift that you know they're not gonna want, and then they're gonna be like, oh, you take it, and it's actually just a gift for yourself? Did he get this as a gift for his son as an excuse to get himself a giant Harlequin doll? Gapshalog ashes. Why? What? Is that gonna make it easier to put back in the urn somehow? Just get a dustpan. Really? It probably would have been tighter if you just used a broom and dustpan. That's what I'm saying! That's what I said! You gotta listen to me, John. I got all your brain cells. I get no. Oh no! TT was actually hitting on Tentacle Godhead. I thought Tentacle Godhead was lying about this, trying to make himself seem way cooler than he is. I can't control myself. I must have a weakness for insufferable pricks. At least they're honest. At least they understand that they're type. At least they acknowledge that they have bad taste. I really hope that the dad is in the study, because if he's not in the kitchen, there's been no mention of a mom yet. So either he does have a mom, or Betty Cratchit is actually a character and cooking in his kitchen. I guess we'll see. Go in the study. Please be there. Yes. This will be perfect for expanding the space in your Scylla. Oh my god! No! It didn't actually... That... I don't think any of the jokes in this has gotten me quite as bad as this one. This is my favorite joke so far. You have a feeling it's going to be a long day. I have a feeling it's gonna be long too, buddy. Yes, welcome to Homestuck indeed. It feels like we're finally getting into the meat of things here.